westward we go toward the last buffalo.
My name is Dan Ropp, and I'm from Hutchinson, Kansas. I spent 32 years there teaching woodworking at Hutchinson High School, and I retired. And I was a seasonal for Wildlife and Parks for about 25 years. And my boss said, hey, I'm going to a buffalo sale Saturday. Why don't you go with me? So I told my wife, and she said, don't take your checkbook. And I said, don't worry about that. I'm fine. So I came home, and she said, how many? And I said, 3. And she said, good. I was expecting 10. So that kind of started. I knew absolutely nothing about bison. I was born and raised on a farm. And you cannot handle bison the way you handle cattle. You drive cattle and you lead bison. And I have a lot of scars to prove that that doesn't work. So anyhow, we started with 3, and we decided we have 150 acres, and we bought it just to preserve some land around Hutchinson so there would still be some native prairie and native grass. We're all here for a very short period of time. We are caretakers of the land. They don't make any more of it. And it just makes me sick to see how people abuse the land today with overgrazing, eastern red cedars, and we have all those things. So we got to work on that for a couple of years. And finally, I decided, it'd be pretty on those hills to see a bison grazing out there. So we started, got a bull, and now we have 16 head. We have 10 adults where we just do a cow-calf operation. We just have calves in the spring, and it's amazing with just 8 or 9 cows. Sometimes they'll have them all within 2 weeks. And ours are usually born in April and early May. And we take them to the sale in Salina. We're members of the Kansas Bison Association. And the first Saturday of every December, we have an open sale there. We're claimed the largest open bison sale in the nation. We run between 400 and 600 head through there. We have a restaurant where you can come have the bison, look beforehand, see all the animals, and then we categorize them. Calves, bulls, yearlings, 2-year-olds, adults, and so on, and give awards accordingly. And then we have about a 2.5-hour auction. And the problem we're having right now is, number one, availability of getting one butchered. And I think everybody's having that problem. They can go to Maxwell or our sale and buy one, and most people aren't equipped to take a bison bull home and feed it for 6 months before they can get it butchered. So that's a problem for us. The other thing right now is, of course, the drought and the high cost of feed. We put a bale in last Wednesday for our cows, and Sunday it was gone. Well, I can sell that bale for $100. So right now it's really hard to justify not getting rid of your animals and selling your hay. You'd make a lot more money. But the fluctuation in the sale, in 01 when I bought them, I paid about $350 a head for my calves. 5 years ago, I sold my bull calves for $2,200 a piece, and my heifer calves for $1,800. So that was the good years. Last year, our heifer calves averaged about $450, and our bulls averaged about $750. So owning your own land and having your own facilities, anything, you cannot make money at that rate. So making money is not one of our objectives. It's preservation of the land, number one. We never overgraze. We have it divided up, our 150 acres, so we rotate them. We leave at least 2 pastures open every year that never get grazed. We burn regularly. We control the woody vegetation, and we take as good a care of our animals as we possibly can. Because you don't read too much about the prairie to find out that our government was not very kind to the bison and the Native Americans. So we're working on that. Like I said, we realize we're going to be here for a very short period of time. They don't make any more land, so our number one priority is to take care of the land. And I feel like we owe the American bison a lot. We truly abused them to near extinction, and they're wonderful to take care of them. I love them to death. It's kind of ironic. I taught woodworking for 32 years, and I walked out there with all my fingers, and rapidly a bison pulled one of my little fingers off. So that's always a good story. But anyhow, they're a real challenge. You can never, ever trust them. We don't do that, and we don't name them, because I tell people every bison on the face of this earth today is destined for somebody's table. They are here to feed us, and that's it. I love them to death. I can sit and watch them for hours, but if you want a big, brown, fuzzy pet, get a chocolate lab. Don't get a bison.
On westward we go toward the last buffalo, to the high plains of sturdy short grass, where the great southern herd still a sight beyond words, as it covers the prairie so vast. On the Plum Creek and Turkey